Hi guys, welcome to the Teaching and Learning. Today, lesson 21, Pedagogy Questions and Answers. In this lesson, I'll share some more questions and techniques how to answer and what are the areas you have to focus on. As I've mentioned in my previous videos, that while you are attempting a pedagogy test, you have to be careful about few things. One thing about to read the question carefully, and the other thing you have to read the answers carefully, and the third thing what action verbs has been used and what question is exactly asking. Then you have to the filter the information. You have to filter the answers first. Find out the most relevant and irrelevant answers. Keep away irrelevant answers and focus on the relevant one. And then choose what the question is exactly asking. Then you have to go through that the most relevant answers. So these are the few things you have to focus on it. And the second thing, in this video, I'll be breaking these components, the areas which you have to focus in the question and the areas you have to focus on the answers. I'll also be telling to you that what is that meaning of that main concept which the questioner or the in the test has been mentioned, and how you have to filter the information from the question. So let's see guys, uh, the questions and answers. So in this video, the first question is the about graph that shows the relationship between stress level while they are doing the test. One thing, stress level, it doesn't mean that only in the test or something, but it has a relationship between in your daily life. Okay, so some task we perform, okay, while we are in the stress, and sometimes we are in the normal and something. So this is the relationship, okay, which shows the efficiency or accuracy of the performance during the test or something else we are doing. So this question asks about specifically about the test. I will tell you how you have to answer. The graph below illustrate the relationship between student stress level when doing a test and their performance in the test. So which of the following statement is most accurate? Now the statement I will give you in the next slide. These are the statements we have to find out the most accurate. But uh, I'll tell you that how you have to find this most accurate statement. First, we have to know a little bit the background information while you are answering the graph or reading the graph. You can see here this graph in the left side of, it's a greenish or yellow color, that this is called the line graph. Okay, sorry, a bar graph, and this is the like the line graph. Okay, now in this the values you can see some values are low and some values are high, some values are decreased, but they have a similarity, the same color. So I will use the decrease and increase value. However, in this also it's telling you that the fluctuation, the decrease and increase. Okay. So the concept of decrease and increase. So here you can see that there's no uh, any type of that decrease and increase. Okay, consistently, but it's a curved line which shows at the certain value of the level of the performance of the student. At the left side is the performance, and the below side shows the stress. Now, so in this concept, if you're gonna check about the decrease and increase, we cannot focus on it. But the thing is that the student's performance. Let's check about the students these statements. The student's performance increase as the level of stress increase. When the performance increase or improve with the stress increase. This is the one point. Okay, I'll go direct to the third one. The student's performance decrease as the level of stress increase. Now these two things, about showing the increase and the decrease. Okay, however, this chart doesn't shows any kind of the fluctuation of the increase and decrease. So these are the relevant answers. You have to keep away these things. Okay, one thing, A and C. So there's no increase and a decrease of this evaluation. However, we have the limit of that. These are the lowest point here, and this is the highest point of that one. Okay, so if you're gonna draw a line from here, that will show you that is the normal range of the, or normal limit of the sorry, of the stress. Okay, so here this point it shows a normal. Okay, this change is the normal stress. Okay, so this is the lowest one. These are the two lowest point. Okay, right, these are the two lowest point. However, this is the normal point. Okay, if it is increase up, okay, that will be showing the increasing, but that will show not the normal limit of the stress. Now second shows the students performs best when stress is at the lowest level. Now check it is the, if it is the lowest level, the performance is also low, right? These are the two lowest point. Okay. What is the performance of the students? If you're gonna say the 20 or 30 like that, okay. If you're gonna measure this one as 100, then it will be like that, 20 or 13. So this one is also incorrect. So the students performs better when stress is within a normal limits. This is a correct answer. So you can see here, if it is in the normal, this point, if it is a normal, if it decrease, the performance is also decreasing, right? Now again, this is the performance. Okay, this curve, if it is increasing, it's not increasing in the proper way, because there should be then decrease option. Then there's no decrease option. It stops at the, it curve at a certain point. So the information which is related with the increase and the decrease, these are the relevant. So the correct answer, the student performs better when stress is in within normal limits. This is the one. Look at the question number 2. Middle school students should transition to abstract thinking level as they progress. Should transition to an abstract thinking level as they progress. Students, if they have if they are doing progress, then their thinking level should be increased as well. As this means. However, a percentage of students are unable to understand the abstract concepts or think in a systematic or scientific way. So there's some students in the classroom, they cannot understand or they cannot think in a scientific way. So the question is asking about what will be the ideal technique that teachers can use to support students' abstract understanding. Now, first we need to understand what is the abstract understanding. Now, abstract understanding is the also abstract reasoning or high order thinking. Now, in scientific way, I'll tell you in the scientific way. In scientific way, what action verbs or reveal verbs can be used for the high order thinking? You can see here: create thinking, create think, solve problem, understand concept, analyze, form theories, put things in perspective. These are the high understanding. So we are going to find the technique that the students are unable to. This is the first point: high order thinking. Okay. Second thing, high order thinking is uh, like inductive reasoning. If you're going to check my previous lesson, inductive, deductive, and abductive reasons. Now, inductive reasons means when you are transferring the data or you are transferring from the which reasoning from inductive reasoning from specific to a general concept. For example, if you are in the science lab and you have there's already proof that the water formula is H2O, but now you want to prove in a reverse process. You have the specific idea H2O. You start observation how it is a H2O. So what is your specific observation is H2O. It has been proved, but you are going to the general concept that how it is, then you will start writing the theory after observations, okay, and you will go into the theory and hypothesis process, right? So this is the uh, inductive reason or abstractive reason that you have to reverse process from specific observations to the generalization or in a general concept. This is the one point of the abstractive reason. Now, as an English word, we know that what is the meaning of abstract. It means something we cannot touch. In that sense, love and friendship, jealousy, imagination. These are the perspectives. These are the abstract thinking. So the writers, okay, they are abstractive thinkers. Okay, they start writing while they are thinking and all these things. So this is the students are unable to think, and abstractive thinking is the real one. It's not the fiction, it's a real love, friendship, imagination. These all are humor. If you know the humor, these are the fiction, jealousy, success, growth, freedom. These are the we call the abstractive thinking. So these are the two perspective of the abstractive thinking. Now question, we'll back to the question, which ideal technique, okay, teacher can support, okay, this one. What we have to give them, what we have to do that they can think, okay, independently and create something in a scientific way, right? We are talking about scientific way, we are not talking about imagination. Arrange students in collaborative group, assign each group to task that first their capabilities. This is a little bit relevant to the answer. Let's see. Increase the number of classroom activities that they rely on abstract concept. The question is, it's a technique. Keep in your mind, right? Technique. Is it a technique? No, that's not a technique. This is can be strategy. Okay, you are classroom active, but in classroom activities, what techniques they have to use? This is the first point. Break down the learning content into smaller units. Is it a technique? You are dividing the material into the smart unit, but this cannot increase the. Is this a way to think a scientific way? They can think it, okay. If you're gonna give them, okay, like this is the content, what they have to do? They cannot think in a scientific way while you are providing the content. So the scientific way, it's a high order thinking. If you are breaking, the content into the smaller unit, means they are not. You are not enforcing to think as a high order thinker. Second, provide concrete. You have to give them a material and interactive learning. Combine them and let them to experience students to construct to the knowledge. Now, constructing knowledge is a high order thinking. Create something, design something. And this is the scientific way, right? So, this is the thing you are, while you are answering, this is a technique while you are enforcing the students to think in a scientific way and to boost up the progress, right? This collaboration group is assigning each group a task. Okay, you are assigning a group, but what techniques you are complying that students can focus on it, and um, they can think independently and creatively. So what you do, you have to give them a stuff, give them interaction experiences, okay, and that help students, okay. What will that? It will help the students. You have to do it, right? You give them a material, everything okay, then okay, prove it, build it. This is the scientific way that will help students to think. independently and think abstract. So they can think in all directions. Okay, got it? Move to the next. Let's see what is the next. Number three is the about the Bloom's taxonomy and the evaluation. And a lesson about energy resources. Which of the following objectives is at the level of the evaluation? Suppose these are the learning outcomes, okay, and you have to tell me that which one is uh, related, or which one is covers the domain of the evaluation. As you know, there are the six domain of the evaluation, so we have to find out which one is the domain of the level of the evaluation according to Bloom's taxonomy of cognitive objectives, right? Now here, the first one is the defend the importance of the replacing non-renewable resources of energy with the renewable resources, in which what he has defend the importance of, now think about this is the evaluation, okay? The students have to defend the importance of replacing non-renewable energy resources of energy with a renewable, and here it's overall. So in defend, you have to tell the advantages, disadvantages, and all areas you have to cover it, because you are going to uh, replacing or the importance of that one. Conclude the advantages. Now in this one, this conclude is also the part of the evaluation domain, but what says the advantages only, so means we are not going to design a plan. So this loan outcome is not from the evaluation, but it's from creating. These are then defend is evaluation, conclude is evaluation, design is a create, and advantages and disadvantages also related with the cognitive, but it's related with the knowledge. So design a plan to replace a non-livable. So these are the things you have to be careful that what verb wheels are related with the which domain of the Bloom's taxonomy. So here the defend is related with the evaluation, which is the cognitive objective of, and which covers the domain of the evaluation, and it shows the importance of replacing. There's a complete, okay, and here's the advantages of replacing. So only the one part of this, this is this is the covering, okay. So it in this importance we can cover also the disadvantages, okay, and here's only the area. So the concept of this evaluation or this conclusion is providing the limited information, however the defend is providing the broader information. So we'll go to the most accurate answer. So guys, these are the question and the important part of the questions, and how we have to filter the information, and how we have to focus on the areas which is close to the answer, and how we have to answer while we are attempting the pedagogy test. I'm sure this information will be useful for my friends, for my brothers and sisters, and thank you so much for your love, your subscription, and your comments and watching my videos. I appreciate it. We'll be meeting in the next lesson with a new theme and a new topic and new questions. Stay blessed and stay safe.